we all talk about how when we're going to go home, how proud we're going to be combat vets. I mean, how many people can say they're combat veterans? 19 years old, I fought in a war. That's awesome. Nothing can beat that. That's the coolest thing in the world, It'll be fun to look back on. Just waiting to get to that point where I can look back on it.
Here it is. 2003. They got us out here in Baghdad. Life is hard. Got us pulling fucking 2 hours of guard. Then they ump it up to 8 between 12. I don't give a fuck. I think I'm stuck in hell. I'd rather be there instead of jail. Putting Baghdad on the map. Send me my mail.
Not a moment of the day that go by that not a thought about Baghdad never crosses my mind. It made me who I am today. Going to a country where you don't know nothing. Knowing it's going down, knowing you're hearing the bombs and the gunshots. It's real now. Like you've been trained for it, they done told you about it, now you're here.
Drummond, calm down. It's a wedding day. They always shoot up in the air on Wednesday.
Yeah, nothing doing, man. I'm already ready.
That's the worst shit you can go through at the age that we was going through it.
They're trying to hit the compound.
Someone smoking a cigarette in the shitters?
Oh, shit!
What are you gonna do when you get out of the army? Be a fucking rock star.
Sometimes I remember, oh yeah, that's right, I went to Iraq. Now that I have a kid, sometimes I find myself thinking, is he gonna end up going to some war that ends up not doing any good for the world and receive a bunch of shitty care afterwards?
I think we were in Baghdad for a few days, and then we were in a firefight outside the Abu Hanifa Mosque. And it was just totally bizarre, just fucking gunfire everywhere, a couple of RPGs. And I was just thinking, what the fuck am I doing here? And that question never went away. I don't know how to explain the war to myself, and have yet to have any clear thought of like, yes, we actually made a difference there, because we didn't at all. There was no difference fucking made. Maybe for the worse.
The area I come from is very small. Not a lot of opportunities for people fresh out of high school. So it's either community college or go do something, travel the world, get paid for it, experience places like this. I had swore I'd never join the Army. I watched my brother come home all rigid when I was like 12, and I was like, no way. And then he called me and he said, you watching this shit? And I said, what? He goes, turn on the television. And about 30 seconds after I turned on the television, the second plane hit. When that happened, one, I was mad, it's just my fucking backyard. But I immediately thought, this is what I need to do. I need to defend I just felt it. I just had to do it. I had to go join my brother. I had to be by his side. There was no way I was going to let my brother go into a war and me not be there.
We'll keep one saw back here. Just know where your people are. We got the rear. So you need to start holding that like you fucking mean.
That deployment was funny because there was no clear-cut mission. The whole time you're wondering, like, what are we really doing? Are we really in combat? Are we not in combat? Who's actually the enemy? Now you're in Baghdad. Now you're in the heart of Adamiyah. Now what?
Going through my mind was it was dark out and I couldn't see my fingers basically. I was hoping I still had my fingers. I couldn't tell where I was shot. I just knew my arm was numb. And I found out I had my fingers and I could move them. The doc came by and he was patching me up and we just had a shallow conversation about, oh wow, man, you got shot. And I was like, yeah.
And I think I was only 19 at that point. And to be shot in the first 2 weeks of a 16-month deployment was setting the tone, to say the least.
IEDs are the scariest. Gunfire and crap like that shit don't bother me, it's whatever. But IEDs, they had that shit in garbage, man, and it could be anywhere.
and you ride through the hood and you see a milk jug on the side of the road, but the milk jug look kind of cut, or a trash bag. The trash bag look kind of ripped up. That's the shit that they will put the fucking bombs in.